When you do graveyard shifts and you only get 2 days off, you sort of got to stay up that first day till at least 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and then go to bed so you can get up early the next morning on your real day off and get back to bed by late Thursday night so you can get back to work Thursday night. So anyways, it was a long day. Traveled a lot today on the bus. I fixed the VTX that broke with the dip switch that came off. It's default D8 channel. D8 on the micro Sky Zone, 200 milliwatt. If you don't have a dip switch on there soldered to the board, so I ordered a few dip switches. I can repair it later, but right now it's clear picture without the dip switch on and all the contact pads cleared. And I'm sure there's a way of soldering a couple of the contact pads together and making it switch channels, but I'm not going to be concerned about that. So anyways, we're going to put it on this, and we've got all my ESCs on the bottom of the top plate. So I've got all my wires here ready to calibrate once I get power to the ESCs, which will be really, really neat and clean. I'll be able to group them together and then just solder on my power connector to those leads there. Then we have the Tiger motors from Ready Made RC, which I also ordered 3 pair of clockwise propellers, orange ones, because they're out of the black. So, but they did get back to me right away, and that was awesome. And it was my fault. I made the mistake myself. But the code on the counterclockwise was B, so 6x45 B. It wasn't R or blank. So it was a bit confusing, and I think that new buyers would definitely have a problem. I'm a newbie, I guess, so it's sort of funny that way. But there we go. Got the Tiger motors from Ready Made RC. Came within 7 days to Canada, which was awesome. 7 or 8 days. Maybe even, 7 or 8 days, and including the weekend. And we're going to put this on the Mini Mud Puppy. And here's the top plate. This is a brand new plate. And we're going to put another plate on the bottom. And the naze board will clear in the center because you have to have room for the actual ESCs to plug in. I have vertical, so I've got to have that room there for the ESCs to be grouped and fit the pins and also have clearance. They won't clear with these ESCs, at least with the plushes. I tried plushes first, 20 amps, and it wouldn't clear, so this is the only way that's going to fit. Then we'll tuck all these wires down and use ample holes for zip tying, which we've done here. Then we'll have foam plate on the top anyways for our battery, and maybe add an extra battery strap here if we want, or here even, depending on which batteries we're running. We're not going to run 4-cell. I've decided to keep these Tiger motors alive, so we're going to run 3-cell and just kick the crap out of them. And figure out the wires here. I'm going to have to cut these back because the Tiger motors come with quite large leads. So we'll cut those back a bit. And we're going to have carbon tubes, of course, for the arms. I've got a new one coming with a thinner tube in the center than a slip-fit epoxied 20 mil tube on the outside, so that it reduces weight. And also has a positioning for 5-inch and 6-inch. With 22 millimeter tube rings around the outside arm part, so that you'll have the brace in the 5-inch position or the 6-inch position, no fussing around. Just have to level it, and you can level it by putting it on a flat table like this with the bolts all being equal. You could put the Allens on the bottom if you want. That would be a flat surface, so you'll be able to clear that and then line up your tubes. So otherwise it's just easy to line them up looking at them sideways, and then clamp them really tight because they're 2 millimeter thick. The new ones will be 2 millimeter thick at the ends for about 1 inch, so you'll have lots of force that you can put down on them. And I've noticed that tightening them down as tight as I can go almost is really, really good for crashes and stuff. They're not moving at all. version 2, I've worked on the art now, and I'm going to be sending it off to be cut. We'll have less of a swing for the front since we're not folding a lot. It's already a small quad, and we're going to have some fixed positions for the fold. So you have one pinhole, take out one bolt, rotate it, drop it in to the other position. Maybe have 3 positions, but with single holes on the bottom for strength, as well as at the back. And we'll get finished this tonight maybe. Gonna go catch some sleep. Gotta fly the high one tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get some video. Have some GH4 video up via 5.8 gigahertz video uploading now. And I'll have that posted as well. So there you go. Building the Tiger Racer.